fun watch CodesEmpire.
Hi there, guys and gals.
Hi.
So, I've got my wife here, and I've mostly been working on her Axial SCX10 Dingo kit with the Cherokee body. So, you can see we've got it kind of mocked up right now. Nothing's really in place. You know, we've got the main part of the chassis built, everything's done on that. We still got to get all of our electronics put in, but we wanted to see how everything kind of just sat in there and looked overall with her drivers and the seats and everything in there. There's a few things we're gonna have to do to make it work with this body. It's not quite, putting the Wraith interior doesn't quite work out like it does on Junkyard with that setup. But in some upcoming videos here, I will show you how to do this battery tray sideways, just like we did in Junkyard. So kind of a Junkyard type mod, a continuation on that, but at the same time you can utilize the idea multiple times in different types of builds. So anyways, we're just going to quick go over some things and give you guys a quick update on it. Is basically the whole reason behind this, and then we will start in on some different parts of the build as we go. So sorry for me not using my arm a lot. Got a cortisone shot in it and it hasn't been feeling too good. But let me give you a quick walk around of the Jeep, and so we'll bring in the camera real close here and we'll do that, and then we will go over all the parts here for you. So let's get this and bring it on in. Okay, well, here we are. We're going to get you in on this truck a little bit, and so you can kind of check out everything. Sorry for the shakiness a little bit. Like I said, it kind of sucks trying to steady everything with your hand that you don't usually use all the time. So to give you an idea, in the back part, we will actually be fabricating a rear section out of styrene. So you can see we've mounted a bumper, and this is actually a Proline bumper. And we didn't have to do really much modifications because the Proline bumper, as you can see, well, it wants to focus in on the body. Anyways, inside there, it actually has long enough mounts to hook in. So we were able to mount up that Proline bumper and make it all work up. The mounting brackets for the roof, we will actually be taking and painting all that to match the interior when we get ready to do that. And then, like I said, we will get the interior painted up so it matches all pretty. And we'll get everything mounted. We'll do the video on the battery tray coming up soon. And we'll get all the electronics in there. And you can see everything basically and how we've got it set up. So nothing too crazy yet, but it'll be fun. And we will actually fabricate some light buckets for the front of this so we can keep the square look to the headlights and the tail lights when we get ready to do that. So we'll fabricate those out of styrene also. So
we'll have this thing set up pretty slick. So let's put you back up on the tripod here, and we will get this set up.
Now we got you back up there so you can see everything going on. Let's quick go over some things. Was there anything in particular you wanted to share, my dear?
I'm just excited to get it started.
So, you heard it from the woman herself. So she's pretty stoked about it. You can see our axial transmitter. This was from another rig, and we've saved it, held on to it. Same with the receiver, and I labeled them accordingly so I knew which ones went with what. And got that, and we will get that tossed in here. We'll also get the receiver waterproof along with our lights. We'll get all our LEDs done. We've got a couple controller packs here, so we got plenty of white LEDs because we wanted to go overboard with this. Matter of fact, I'll just kind of move in here a little bit and show you some stuff up close on the camera. We've got a Proline accessory here, assortment number 7. We'll be throwing some of these parts in the back when we get this fabricated out of styrene. Like we talked about before, the light buckets that we will mount up on the top. Of course, here's part of our interior kit to get this all set up accordingly, and everything should work out pretty slick because we're actually going to modify and move the seats to where we need them to work. And I'll just kind of slide this out of the way. I decided to go with a Savox servo. This has 208 ounce torque. We wanted to use this one. I don't know if you guys can see the part number. It's SW0231. Anyways, Metal Gear digital. So we're going to go with that in this rig. Here is an Axial ESC. This is a prior used one. Actually got it for 30 bucks. Guy was selling it local and wanted to just get a little extra money. Gave him 30 bucks for it, and he gave it to me. Only used it a handful of times. So we'll get that waterproof so we can get tossed in here, and we'll also put some Dean's plugs on here. We've got some scale bungee cords that we'll be using. We will also, there's a few other things because this being a hunting vehicle and I don't have everything here. You saw some guns in the one kit. We've got a few other guns we're going to throw on there, and also some I'm trying to think, compound bows, a couple compound bows. So we'll be having that, and we'll also be decking out our driver and co-driver in some camo outfits. So we'll be doing that coming up. And because this is a hunting vehicle, like we talked about with paint, we're also we're getting a whitetail buck that we're actually going to, we're going to have to heat him up a little bit, get him positioned. And we're still debating on where we want to mount him, but he will be perfect for this rig. So it'll be kind of a cool deal as how we're going to set that up. Like I said, excuse me, we've got our styrene. We did get the glue, and it came the other day, and I was getting pretty excited about that, but went to open it, and the glass bottle was broken. So luckily the seller was kind enough to replace it. So that will be on its way. Oh yes, I didn't want to forget about this part here. So we got this this parts here. This comes with some side mirrors, windshield wipers, things like that. We really want to go detailed on this truck, so we will be definitely putting some side mirrors on it and potentially some windshield wipers. Have to look at the sticker pack with that and decide on the windshield wiper deal if we want to actually do the plastic ones or not. So now that we've hit all that with you guys, paint. And I know a lot of you Like to use other types of paints, Tamiya paints, Spastics, whatever. I've used them. I like them. I just, for some reason, I feel like they're a little more brittle. I don't know why. That's just me. But they hold up really good. These paints, I've used a lot of these different paints also on some of my bodies, and I'll tell you, I haven't had a problem with them. I know I've heard issues where they can actually flake off over time or whatever. I've never had one because the way I prep these bodies when I get ready to paint them, and we will go over that so you guys can kind of see in more detail how we actually do that. It sticks really good. So yeah, if you want to show those off. So you can see the chrome is actually going to be basically our front and rear bumpers. There's not going to be a lot of chrome on this. That's mostly the big part of it. I've already got some black, which I didn't bring in and show you. But those will be getting the different parts detailed on black, you know, door handles, things like that. Fender flares, corner edges of bumper, things like that will get in the black. And then that's our camo pattern right there.
My desert camo.
Yeah. So when we get ready to do that video, it'll be a real fun, interesting video, and I know you guys will all enjoy that one a lot. So it'll be a cool paint job experience. So we'll kind of hit different parts as we're doing it, because we're not going to go through the whole thing. It'd just be too long of a video. So we'll just go through some of the main parts of it and show you how to do it, and that way you guys can all paint any rigs in a camo type pattern. It's real simple. It's not too bad. So
this is going to be the interior color.
there you go. So we'll be
that'll be the seats and the
painting the interior with it.
door inside the doors and stuff.
Yeah, the whole inside basically is going to get painted up, and the front windows will be opened up, so that way they'll be like the roll down.
Windows,
yeah,
so you can see inside real good.
totally. Because we want you to be able to, when it's on the trail, we want to be able to look in. And also, we're actually going to set up inside here, because we got a few accessories we're going to put inside. But one of the main ones is going to be one of our GoPro mounts, so that way we can actually mount our GoPro in it when we take it out on the trail too. That way you can actually ride inside with a GoPro, which I've not done in any of my vehicles. I could do it in a couple of them, but I haven't done it yet. I have other smaller cameras that I'll put inside the rigs that I've been running. So this will be kind of cool and neat, because this whole back seat will basically accommodate the GoPro. So it'll be really slick, especially with that styrene in there and everything, and the way I'll get that mounted in, it'll be slick. So yeah, I can't think of much else. What about you?
Oh, I think my characters will be great. So we get them some more camouflage clothes to match the truck, and that'll be cool. It's a few more accessories we've got in mind that we're gonna order.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
So
Put a hitch on the back and some tow cables.
yeah, we'll probably end up getting a hitch for it down the road. But we're probably gonna fabricate something kind of neat for the rear end, and that's where I'm kind of up in the air right now. I'm running some ideas, and I've got an idea how I want to do it. But I need to figure out a few other details with it. But we might be, don't quote me on this yet, like I said, we're still running some ideas, but we've talked about potentially maybe doing some kind of scale rack for the backside, like you see on a lot of outfits or whatever. They'll have a little tiny, it's basically not quite as wide as the vehicle, you know, but something you could put accessories on. And that might be where we might end up putting our deer. So that'll be kind of cool look. So anyways, it'll be fun. It's going to be quite an intense build as we go, but we will kind of progress with this, and hopefully here soon I can get this stupid thing working good, and so I can get back to this and can get doing some of this tedious work, because yeah, those shots suck. So anyways, I guess you guys want to come here for a minute? Come here. They've been off camera being very good and patient and keeping the little baby entertained. So what's your guys' thoughts? What do you think about the truck?
It's
Mommy's
cool
Jeep.
and awesome.
Do you like her Cherokee?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. It's going to be pretty exciting, huh?
Yeah.
So, it'll definitely, one thing I've learned, and with this build, we are going, I mean, if you understand competitions or anything in different classes, this is going to be up there. I'm pretty sure we'll probably hit the class 1 mark on this one. So that's kind of what we want to do, and that way it's about as scaled as you can get with a truck. So it'll be fun and exciting, and we can't wait to get you guys in on this build and show you all the different stuff as we go along with it. So, how do you guys want to end it?
Thanks for watching CodesEmpire. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Awesome. What a great way to end it, guys. Thanks again for watching. See ya. Bye.